Here's my annoyingly long review of the UltrAspire Zygos 4.0. I've been wearing this one for, let's say, as of today's video, recording this, about a year and a half. And it's probably my favorite. However, I can't give it a full 5 stars because it seems to be breaking down a little bit too early. Now, got a couple caveats. I'm hard on bags. I am, I know that. I run at least 4 days a week and I use this every single time, whether I'm running 2 miles or 30 miles. So it gets a lot of wear and tear, but in comparison to another bag, Nathan, I used those for ages and ages. And they were good. The only reason why I switched is because I needed one that was bigger. This is a 14 liter, so it carries more. And it has a nice dedicated pole area that I use and I love. So I switched and I definitely love this one more. However, it's not as durable. So I say that, and I'll give you a couple examples. Like right here, you know, it started coming undone, and that started coming undone about, I would say 6 to 8 months ago. So barely over a year that I had it. And another one is down here. It just started wearing out. And so I can stick my finger through that. I never really put anything in here unless I needed like a raincoat, and, you know, I shoved it in there and it was a nice buffer when I had my poles. But that is really my only complaint, is that it doesn't last super long. I did reach out to UltrAspire and gave them some pictures, and, you know, that was a little bit of a difference. I had done that with Nathan. I don't know if I got a faulty bag with Nathan, but, you know, 10, 12 months after, it was already ripping at one of the pockets, and they sent me a new bag. So maybe it's just because, I don't know, is Nathan like way bigger of a company? I don't know. And ultimately it doesn't matter because I just ordered another one of the UltrAspires. So for me, yeah, it was wearing down, and, you know, that wasn't kind of great. But it wasn't enough for me not to get one, another one. The biggest probably issue I have, and I'll just be more careful with my next bag, is this broke. It just literally broke like 2 days ago. And this, I'll give you an example of what it's supposed to do on the bottom one, since it hasn't broken. See how it's it goes across your chest? Well, this snapped, and it started fraying pretty much, I'd say about 2 months ago. It started fraying, like I was starting to see the underneath of the cord. And I thought, oh, well, it'll last a little. And then I saw it starting to actually snap off. So that's pretty big. But I think with the newer Zygos, it's going to be, their tightening system is a little different. Maybe they were running into that trouble. Maybe this hook here was too hard on the cord, and that's why it was fraying. But again, I'm very, very hard on my bags. I do feel like they should last longer than a year and a half though. Because I'm doing anywhere from, and particularly when I bought this last October, I didn't even start using it until December. And so I had it for a couple months before I even started logging the miles. So really barely a year I had it, and it started breaking down a little bit. But you guys, you know, that's a personal preference for you guys, and maybe you won't be as hard on the pack as I am. But I'm looking forward to giving it a try again and see if maybe the new improvements are going to make this a little bit more durable. But overall, I absolutely love this pack. It is a huge inner pocket. It comes with the bladder. I don't use a bladder, but that's fine. But the bladder, and it's insulated, so it keeps it nice and cool. I used a bladder a few times, but I'm just not a bladder person. I need to know and see how much water I'm drinking. This pocket, probably one of my favorites. It's a nice zipper. I understand the new version, which I should be getting today or tomorrow, has 2 of these, which is great. A downside here, these pockets are great, and I love that they're zipper, but when you're running, it's kind of hard to get the zipper, and I understand the new ones are more magnets, so I think that'll work well. This has so much room. I have packed this thing so full, so full. The outer side, I use this a lot like for jackets or arm warmers, and I can actually just shove it in them while I'm running, which is nice. And I love how tight these can get. So when I don't have much in the pack, I really, really tighten these so it doesn't jiggle and jiggle. So overall, oh, and I do the soft hydro flasks in front and then put my phone in, and it works really perfectly. Because I have to have my phone. If you guys follow me on social media, you're gonna see that I'm constantly posting pictures. I love the poles. When I use the poles, they get tight enough. I do have a little, like when it's super tight, it clanks. So I have to try and shove it in so it's not clanking around. So these get a little like loud, but you know, if you're not bugged by that, it's not a big deal. I can't stand the tink, 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 tink every time I'm running. So overall, I absolutely love the UltrAspire bag, and I'm gonna keep getting it. I do wish it was more durable and lasted a little bit longer. I don't want to have to be buying one every couple of years at, you know, $175 a bag. But I'm going to give it another try. If it continues to be not so durable like this one, I probably will find another option, or maybe I'll go back to Nathan. Maybe they've got new bags that have better pole carriers and have a little bit more capacity. So I guess that's probably the biggest thing, is I'm going to give it one more try, and if it isn't as durable, I'll probably navigate away from this since it starts breaking down within about a year of use. Hope this has helped.